Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HCast. My name is Pilsbury68, and as always, I am here with my two great co-hosts, Mlord Plays and Jacob Gold.
It's Bob.
How's it going?
And huge happy birthday to Jacob. We love him. He's here. It's his birthday in about 4 hours, so you know.
It was like a week ago when you guys were seeing this.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's totally like a week ago.
Last episode
We're
was
filming.
to my birthday.
We're filming this at 9 o'clock on December 7th, so his birthday's in 4 hours.
This
3 hours. Well, same thing. Shut up.
the episode that's going up right now will probably go up on my birthday.
Probably.
So.
Probably, because it's taken like 8 years to upload, and it's a pretty damn good episode, I will have to say. We've been like pumping out bangers here.
The second half is like all right, but the second half is just filler.
The second half is a filler arc.
But we got a good episode today. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A good little segment. So I don't know where we should start. Should we start with?
I'll start. My last HCast is a minor.
It is, yeah.
So that's cool.
It's gonna be real weird from
last,
here on out.
Yeah, it's gonna be real freaky from here on out.
Oh yeah.
In the last, I'm just gonna yap about this for a little bit, so I hope you don't mind.
Don't worry.
Sure.
In the last week and a half, I've watched 3 anime. I've watched all of the episodes of Don to Don, including the one that came out on Thursday. Hell yeah. Well, not this Thursday, the day you're watching it.
Last
Thursdays. You get the point, though. Windbreaker, and Kaiju number 8, and I've also started Spy Family. So I'll just go down the list. Dawn to Dawn is beautiful, and I love every second of it. It's a really weird concept, and I can fully understand why some people wouldn't like it. But it's like it's just that like the weirdness is just par for the course for this one. Yeah. And I think that it adds a little layer of the charm to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The charm.
Really. It's so... Sorry, can I add to that, please?
He's interjecting.
It's so into the show. Like, it's like the plot is partly, freaky.
It's nonsense, but it's good.
It's complete nonsense, but it's very good.
Turbo Granny is an iPad kid, and that's what I like about it.
Turbo Granny's so funny. I love Turbo Granny. She's so funny.
I think it's one of the. It's a great week-to-week show. Like the episode, like one of my favorite episodes of the season is last week's with the sea monster. I think it was a really good one. I thought it was funny. Mm-hmm. I thought it had the freakiness that Don the Don usually has. I thought the action was good. The only problem was that the grandma wasn't in it. But other than that, it was good.
Granny's Psycho?
She's a baddie.
She really is. And then next was Windbreaker. Oh, he's gone. And that one was okay. I don't know what I expected going into it. I kind of expected like more of like a shonen-y type anime because I don't know. I thought Windbreaker. I was like, oh, like the Wind Hashira, you know?
Yeah.
But then I was surprised whenever I got there, and it was not at all that, and it was
Very
about a guy who's really into beating people up in schools, and also doesn't have very many friends.
It's kind of
he does.
It's a bland show. That's kind of my take for it.
It's okay.
There's not a lot of personality, I feel.
It's got to be somebody's favorite, I assume.
We're going somewhere.
Yeah, we really are. We're traveling. Best birthday gift I've gotten is moving.
You get to see his house.
Yeah.
Oh, we're over here now. Something happened.
We're in the darkness, the dark corner. He got kicked out.
He got kicked out. Yeah. No, Windbreaker's good to an extent. Like, it's fine.
It's all right. I was kind of ready to be done with it when I was done with it, you know?
I fully agree.
And then next was Kaiju number 8, which
my mom says happy birthday, Jacob.
Oh, well, that's very kind of her. Next is Kaiju number 8, and Kaiju number 8 is wonderful.
It's very.
It's top tier. It's probably my number 8 show.
How many months?
8. and it was very good. It's got all the things that I'd want, except for romance, but I'm okay with the lack of that.
Yeah.
He is seriously strong now. It's crazy.
It's crazy how seriously strong he is, to be honest.
No, yeah. he's just being a 9.8 just all the time. It's crazy.
He's pretty chill.
Pretty seriously strong.
He's not lying. Like, he is seriously strong.
Yeah, he is. He could kill me, and I'd say thank you, probably.
Classic Kafka. He's a funny guy. He's my favorite character in the show. There's not a lot of crazy characters, but I think he's...
Yeah, there's really not that many good characters. I mean, I like the vice captain a lot. He might be my favorite.
Yeah, he's like the only four. There's only 4 characters that get development, and it's Kafka, Ichikawa, the girl, and the vice captain.
Which girl? Are you talking about the blonde?
The blonde girl. I don't know her name.
Yeah.
And you probably realize this, but what's this? Ichikawa, the other guy, is voiced by Yuji. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I was like, where do I know him from?
Yeah, and Marco from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Anyways.
I love that show.
All right. I have returned. I'm in my kitchen now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You want to explain what happened? You're just kind of... We're just going to glance past it.
Fine. It's all right. I didn't get kicked out. I just moved within my own volition because people were going to be down in the basement because Nikki's got the Holly Hobby Fair. He has to make gingerbread men.
Classic men of ginger.
And then most recently, I've been watching Spy Family, and oh my god, it's a contender for like top 3 shows.
I like it.
It's probably
not that much.
So far, my ranking has like shifted a little bit, and I think my ranking is going to end up being it's Your Lie in April, One Piece, and then it's going to be Spy Family.
So glad we agree on that.
It's beautiful. It's
so
great.
funny.
And honestly, Kaiju number 8 might move up above ReZero, just because I just like the characters are just I like them more in Kaiju number 8, just easier than I did in ReZero. Like I liked a lot of characters in ReZero, but I just appreciate the pacing and the animation of Kaiju number 8 more.
Kaiju has the ability to... This is a very specific trope that I like, and I'll try to explain it as best as possible. But like when... And that's what Kaiju's going to do next season, is when there's like a person who should be a huge threat. Attack on Titan does it. Where Eren and Kafka are huge threats to the government, but they show enough like cognitive ability that they're going to use them on their side. But it's, it's kind of like a wary kind of trust. I like when stuff like that happens. So I'm excited for next season of Kaiju because that's something I see is going to happen. I'm also interested to see, because the last few episodes, like the rest of the season's good, but I keep saying it's carried the season because the animation's really good. The captain is like a really cool guy. Her dad, what's his dad? But then also like I want to see more of the weapons, more like the different Kaiju weapons. I think that's an interesting idea.
Also, they were like, people don't use like physical weapons anymore. It's all guns now. Well, then why did they give the girl, like the blonde-haired girl, a huge axe then?
Yeah.
The whole thing is
well, she's like a prodigy.
Exactly.
She's just too good.
Yeah, no, she's great. Also, I really thought that Kafka was going to have like really, really high power, and that's how they were going to figure out that he was a kaiju, is because he is a kaiju. And so obviously I thought he'd be able to use the suit to like 100% just all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like comically just like 1%. No, he had 0% combat power.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yikes.
Also the part where he fights the captain. The thing is, I think he's even stronger than he is whenever he's normally seriously strong.
Mm.
Like, because whenever he goes all berserk and crazy and stuff, whenever he's fighting the guy, I wouldn't be surprised if his fortitude went up to like a 10. No,
yeah, he could have killed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he almost did.
Yeah.
Inches away from killing him.
Well,
it's because it was all the director's fault, though, because he used a weapon made from another kaiju, and his body reacts to kaijus.
He was antagonizing him. It was the point. He was trying to get a reaction out of Kafka. But fuck, was that animation good?
He was willing to die.
Yeah.
To prove that Kafka was a kaiju, which I guess technically he is because he does have a core.
Yeah, I want to rewatch that fight. Cause like I'm just
hot.
like I know it was hot, but I'm thinking about it again, and like it was really hot.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I watched? You know what happened with me and Kaiju? I want to rewatch Kaiju in general, because what happened was I watched Fire Force all the way up till like 2 a.m. in the morning, right? So then I wake up at like 4 in the morning. I go to bed. I wake up like 2 hours later. I finish Fire Force, and then I watched Kaiju, and I finished Kaiju by 10 a.m. So it was like I watched it really fast.
Oh, but it's good. I like it, and I think it has a lot of potential. And I hear it's good.
I agree. I think all 3 of these shows have a lot of potential. I think Dandadan.
I think Dandan has the most, but it's also just it's set up the best.
Dandadan, I think there is going to be the fine line between if they go Chainsaw Man or if they go like Jujutsu Kaisen. Like obviously I don't mean like manga Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean like the peak part of Jujutsu Kaisen, where it's like it has some weirdness to it, but it still has like enough shonen in it to like make up for it. With Chainsaw Man, where it's like they get most of their engagement out of the shock value. I think when it comes to Chainsaw Man,
the Chainsaw Man has like in the way that JJK's weird is more like the supernatural weird. Like Don I guess is also like that, but it's also just like his dick's gone. Like it's like that's like Chainsaw Man weird. But it's also got the JJK humor and the JJK. I think both shows have good action.
Oh yeah, and Okarune's whole deal is not that he wants to touch a woman.
No, he's just a guy. He's
I mean, like unrelatable MC.
He just wants to protect her. He's just a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. He's a low key chill guy.
He's just chill like that for real.
He's just an awkward. Sorry, babe.
I'm just an awkward guy, yo. The first
going all out.
The first episode of that show is really good. Like the animation, especially when the ship explodes behind her when he says his name.
I'm
Ken Takakura.
I have one grievance with the show.
Yes.
The fact that the pink-haired chick, Ira, she got possessed by the funny monkey one, like the mama devil thingy. She immediately was way stronger than Okarune is.
I know, that's annoying.
Yeah,
because,
I don't know.
I don't like her, and she's strong.
I don't mind her.
Also, the show has had so many moments that are just like I don't even know what to call it, just like real moments, like especially when Okarune and her are in like the like water school thing whenever they're fighting the people, and he's like, if you're mad at me, just tell me so I can help you figure it out. I don't want to have to play this guessing game. I can explain everything if you just listen to me. And I love that because it gives them so much like humanness to them.
Exactly.
Something I will never have. I will never have the connection that him and what's her face do, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. I can like
we can tell Jacob about. We'll talk about something else after.
Oh yeah. The cast. No, I really like it. I think it's everything I want in a show.
Exactly. I like as for the other two, I think we all agree Kaiju's really good. I think you two like Kaiju more than I do. I like Kaiju. I thought it was pretty funny, but once again,
I watched it number 8.
I watched it within the span of like. I watched it within the span of like 6 hours, so it's like.
How many months?
How many months? Yeah, like 6 hours. So I feel like I kind of didn't comprehend it all. Mm-hmm. But I think I like Windbreaker a whole lot more than you guys do.
Yeah, probably.
Windbreaker is okay.
I really liked Windbreaker.
It does nothing bad, but it doesn't excel at anything.
The fights are cool, but it's just that it's like, it feels like there's not really a point. It's just like, yeah, he wants to be big school daddy.
I also don't. I mean, I don't understand how.
It's not a real school, right? Like they don't do anything. Like it makes no sense.
That's what I meant. That's what I wonder.
Like what is like? How did he enroll at this school, and why is it an option?
I think it has to be a real school.
Did you see those classrooms? What?
I know. Yeah, I do. But,
classrooms.
Like, I think it has to be a real school, but I don't understand it. I don't understand how it works. What?
Perfect.
Glad we got that settled. In other words, Robin wants to live.
Robin sure does want to live.
Robin wants to live, and I've seen it now.
Tell me. I was rewatching that part to do that edit. It was like 1 a.m, and I was just like, I started like tearing up a little bit. I was like, no, I can't. I gotta hold it in.
We can talk about what happens in the new chapter. because we've seen the big part. Like, I haven't read the chapter. We've seen the big part, and I told him about it.
Oh yeah.
I that TikTok I sent you, I went from like to laughing so quickly
Yeah.
because the
Very
comment
she.
it was Dada
She.
she me too, and I looked at the comment and it said Saul be like shit.
Shit, me too. Yeah, no, it's funny as hell. I saw a back-to-back panel comparison of the first. It's almost a frame perfect from the first meeting to the one in this chapter. She's wearing the same thing. She's got the same. I mean, they made it a point to say she had the same hair, but it's like
and a bottle of cutting her hair.
Exactly, but it's peak, man. Oda's a master. I can't. He paid off something from like 2006 in 2024.
I barely do that, and I was born then.
Exactly.
So here's the plan. Because I have so much homework and finals are coming up, and it's going to be a pain in the butt, I'm not going to continue watching One Piece until after finals, just because I like desperately need to get all this work done and all these projects.
That's fine.
But once finals week rolls around, then I have to go into school like 2 hours a day, and then I'm going to hopefully fly through Annie's Lab, the rest of Water 7 Saga. I think I can get through Thriller Bark Saga in like 3 days.
Thriller Bark Saga is just Thriller Bark.
It's not Sabo. I thought it was Sabo too.
Sabo is Summit War.
Post-war? Summit War.
Okay. And then Summit War I got.
We're too weak.
Plenty of time.
This is my peak.
Yeah, I did. I saw an edit and it was like, we can't. We're too weak.
Have you seen the edits to the Kendrick Lamar song where it's like, I can't even say how it goes now, but like I've been seeing them everywhere. It'll be like Smash Bros characters and it's just that edit. I'll just show you guys after. There was one I saw one edit where it was an edit of the random from Smash Bros, like going random. Fuck you. You guys are nobodies. I'll show you after. But no, it's peak because Jacob's into edits now. I mean, I'm into edits too, but he like makes them.
Yeah. Did y'all like that one?
I did like it.
One Piece one? Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I was like, you know what? Went to the old GPT stir over here, and I was like, yo, tell me what clips to use, and it was like the part where Chopper joins the crew, and I saw it was way too long for the song, so I had to slowly start editing things down, and I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna have enough time for this Chopper clip, so I just. And it just ended up being, I have antlers and hooves.
I thought it was good.
Classic Choppenheimer.
Speaking of the GPT stir, let's get into our little segment of the.
Whoa, I feel like we got other things to talk about.
Am I not going to talk about Persona? Who do you think we are? We're not even at 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine.
How many minutes?
So, speaking of Persona really quick.
That's how I was going to segue, but then you decided to do this.
Apologies. So, depending on if I get Persona for Christmas or not, if I do, then I'm gonna start playing Persona immediately. If I don't, I'm gonna wait till the summer so I have all of my time to play Persona.
Gonna wait till the Summit War?
Summer.
Ace.
Will I be there then? Whenever you play.
You will.
When you play it.
What? Sorry, what?
He'll be here.
We'll all be together in one piece.
All right, so
that's getting Saga, right?
Hold on. I have one more thing to say before we jump into Persona, actually.
Please.
How much do you guys know about Jump Force? You know the game Jump Force?
Yeah, I do know Jump Force.
Okay.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
It is a crossover fighting game, like 3D.
Of all anime, shonen characters.
I watched someone play it. Oh, not just shonen characters, because Yugi Moto from
is in it. Yeah, Yugi's in it. But for the most part, it's shonen characters.
Well, I need to do a little rant about this real quick.
Sure.
It is like the person who made it read all of One Piece and then one chapter of every other anime. Because
I heard, that's what I heard.
One Piece spoilers is crazy. Luffy's special move is Gear 4.
Mm-hmm.
They did not have to do that. Also, Boa Hancock is in it.
Yeah, I saw people complaining, like, why Hancock? Because they said, like, Law is really cool in the game, and then you add Hancock.
Yeah, and they have, I believe the list is like, they have the Dragon Tail quest, like that game based off the game, or like the other way around. I don't know which one to do.
Yeah.
they've got like Black Clover, they've got Hunter x Hunter, they've got One Piece, they've got Dragon Ball, and it's like they have Naruto characters. It's like they picked the Naruto from like the War arc, which is the very last arc of Shippuden, and then like the second last arc of Shippuden, and they picked the Sasuke from the very very last arc of Shippuden, and it just spoils his final his like main like special attack is like you have to get to chapter 636 to find it.
That's funny.
And with Luffy, it's chapter 738. And then there's not really spoilers for Dragon Ball. All they really do is just change hair colors. So there's not really anything you can spoil from it. They made Asta's like special move. They made it like a normal one. It's like chapter 13 when you find out he can do it. But like, and then for Hunter x Hunter, it's normal and all this stuff. But like all of the One Piece characters, it is post time skip Zoro, which I fully understand that like they could, but like they don't have, cause like they could do like Baratier Zoro, and it would be fine because he could onigiri, but they picked post time skip Zoro,
so they just spoil everything. Yeah.
But
I remember hearing about that. I'd like just like seeing clips. Exactly. I like seeing clips from the story mode where it's like All Might and Deku, Light, and then like Yugi Moto like all talking. I just think it's kind of funny. But
oh yeah, that guy the person who made it has not seen Death Note at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard.
Can't figure out if they want to make Light a villain or not.
I heard the game's bad. That's kind of like the.
Yeah, no, it is not good. Also, Light Yagami is like, "Hey Goku, tell me about the Dragon Balls," and I was like, "This reads like the worst."
I've seen that clip. No, because that's the clip I've seen. Is him talking about it.
Part. One of the funniest parts is when Goku fights All Might.
Yeah.
Because you play as Goku, so you win against All Might, and he's like, "Would a villain smile like this?" And then you're just like, "No, I guess not." Goku's like, "No, they wouldn't."
Classic Gokster.
Hey, it's me, Goku. But like, there's so many One Piece characters in there. Like Blackbeard's in it. It's crazy, and I think he has the second thing.
They can't do that. That's crazy. Because that says about the other guy.
Classic the second thing, man.
That's diabolical.
Let me think. Let me pull up the Jump Force.
Yeah, I knew Luffy was in the game. I knew Zoro was in the game. I knew Hancock and Law and Blackbeard. I just hear people complain about Hancock.
So
it's a dead game.
There is Monkey D. Luffy, and it's like Gear 4 Luffy.
It's like Dressrosa.
They would have done Gear 5
if it was out. So this is like Dressrosa time is when this came out, right?
Dressrosa Zoro, Dressrosa Sanji. They have okay, this one bewilders me. They have Blackbeard, Hancock. They have Sabo.
With the thing? With the fruit?
Yeah. Yes.
That's like 5 chapters ago. Like that's like the most recent thing to happen when that game came out.
So if you're watching it and you get to like Marineford and you're like, okay, guess he's dead. Then you like, I'll play Jump Force. That's pretty cool.
Who's this blonde guy?
Sabo. And then like, oh, and in the Naruto thing, they have Madara, and they have. I can't even like say.
You can't even say it to us because we don't know it.
It's a huge spoiler. Because you won't know what this means, so I'll just say the term. He is Edo Tensei Madara.
Classic.
Who he shows up in the last arc.
Perfect.
And then and they have Bleach, and they spoil all of Bleach.
Bankai. That's all I know.
Bankai. And they have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stuff, and all of that is spoilers. Dio shows up once, talks to Yugi, and then leaves.
Classic Dio.
It's just like, and the thing is, actually, I was wrong. Asta's special move is from like the second to last arc that's animated right now. Because he has the thing where he holds his sword and like flows the anti-magic through him and goes demon form. They do time skip Asta.
Damn.
Which is like at a part that I haven't seen yet because I stopped at like 150. Yeah, they do post time skip him. And yeah, also, why is Yugi there? Because you know how he fights? He draw.
I don't why is Yugi there? Because it's called Is he the only non-Jump character? Because the whole thing is like Shonen Jump Force.
I think he is a Shonen Jump character.
Is Aaron in it? No,
No.
probably a bit too early. Probably around gaining popularity.
The Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, and Boruto. Yeah, Boruto's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was before Boruto even had like his special ability thingy.
So he's just a guy.
It was just him throwing out Rasengans left and right.
Fantastic.
Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know that one. Saint Seiya, JoJo, Rurouni Kenshin,
Sure.
My Hero, Yu-Gi-Oh, City Hunter, Fist of the North Star, Black Clover, Dai's Great Adventure, and they also have OCs in there.
Fantastic. It's like multiverses, and then it has like that dog who's like not from anything. It's exactly the same thing.
They've got Light is not a playable character, but Yugi is.
Yeah,
because
of course.
What would you do with Light?
Exactly.
What would you do with Light? Just
you can summon Ryuk.
win. Ryuk is also in it, and you have to make an OC to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
You play as the OC, and you can see Ryuk. The whole thing is you can't see the Shikigami until you touch the Death Note, but your character can
Classic.
see Ryuk without touching the Death Note.
Mm-hmm.
But Goku can't. So you're better.
They're better than Goku.
Goku.
I mean, from what I understand, he's not that smart, but I don't know Goku like that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Several of Blackbeard's moves are
The other thing.
Extra. Yeah, like he's one of his main attacks is just that.
Well, that's basically his main stuff post time skip. He barely uses the other one anymore.
He barely used the other one in the first part.
He only used it to do the thing.
Yeah.
So why did he so did he just do the thing to the guy to get the thing so he could do the thing to the other guy? Is that like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because he never uses the first thing.
No, I think the first thing was really how he got the second thing.
It was just a means to an end. Because he's like really smart.
Right, yeah.
Like if people.
But no, I'm talking. By the way, it is genuinely Flame Emperor Sabo over here.
That's crazy. Because that's like if you're talking like that's Dressrosa, because in the I realize this. So in the anime, in the episode where he meets Sabo, it's very obvious that it's Sabo. They don't show his face, but they give you everything else to let you know it's Sabo. In the manga, they don't do that.
Really?
They basically it's hard to tell that it's Sabo. You could piece it together, but it's not easy. The best thing is like at the end, because like I don't know if you remember in the episode before, he's like walking out with Koala, and then you're like, holy shit, that's like kind of what they have, but it's like silhouetted, so you can't really tell. And also, so like that's. The fact that if you were just a manga reader, like it probably wasn't even animated yet, and they have Flame Emperor Sabo in the game is nonsense.
One thing that they did is Kakashi. They have him in the game, and they have him do things that he does one time. His ultimate is Dual Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi.
Naturally.
Who is a thing that shows up once in the show for 10 minutes and is one of the biggest like spoilers that they could do for Kakashi. Like me saying the words doesn't mean anything, but like once you see it you're like,
yeah,
wait a minute.
Oh my
because
God.
that is the biggest, one of the probably the second biggest thing that happens to Kakashi.
That's like making Luffy's ultimate Gear 4 Tank Man. Like it's the worst one. It's in one episode, but still.
I think it's just Bounce Man, but he like
Boom.
and you're just like, dog, this is just
When
a huge spoiler.
Hold on. When did Jump Force come out?
I don't know, man.
Oh, 2019.
really
Oh, it came out 2019. Oh, I'm thinking like. Oh, so that was a lot later. Never mind.
Oh yeah, Gaara is also one of the playable characters from Naruto.
Oh, I hate you, Gara. Pedro.
I'm
no.
really contributing to this conversation now.
Okay, well, look, it coming out in 2019 changes my stance a lot. Like, it's still crazy spoilers, but, like, they added Bounce Man. Snake Man was the newest form at that point. In the manga. Snake Man probably hadn't been adapted yet.
But you know how many people weren't
Exactly.
caught up?
It didn't,
like,
it didn't go that...
Be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kurapika's in there, too.
Kurapika's drowning in indescribable sadness.
Yeah. Hey, it's me, Goku.
You're super strong. You want to fight? All right, well, let's sum it up. So Jacob and I were briefly talking about this. He was giving me his ranking of the Phantom Thieves, and mine is pretty different. But I'll say to preface this, I like all of them a lot. Haru's not on this list because I have not. Haru and Akechi are not on this list because I have not officially joined. And I didn't add Joker just because he's like kind of personalityless. It just depends on how you play him. And this.
If you watch the anime.
Yeah, and this ranking is based on how I think of him as a character and in battle, and Joker's only as good as you make him in battle. Like, he could be really bad if you give him a bad persona. So... Persona, exactly. So the ranking... So at the bottom is Morgana. Yeah, he's a cat.
Is it okay?
Then the next two are pretty interchangeable. And it's Yusuke and Futaba. There's this huge jump for Morgana, and I like them, but it's like... First, I just met Futaba, basically, so I need time to get to know her more. And I like Yusuke, I just like the others more. Like, he's fun. I just don't use him in battle a lot. That's probably the reason I don't have a crazy high stance on him. He's funny, but I think he's just kind of a worse Ryuji when it comes to battle. He's got, like, one type, and that's really it. He doesn't have a lot of coverage. Then I have Ryuji. I think he's pretty funny. The perv jokes are kind of whatever. He's kind of like Brooke, where I think he's got the humor, but sometimes he's kind of a freak. Then I have An. I think she's really cool. And here's the thing: I have An and then Makoto. Those are my top two. And I'm not gonna lie to you, they're attractive. Like that's not like the main factor; it's a factor. But I think I like An because I think the whole thing was pretty interesting because I knew enough about like the beginning part of the game before going into it. Like the girl tried to kill herself, but I didn't know that what's his face Kamoshida was trying to get An to sleep with him in exchange for what's her face's spot on the starting lineup, and that he would have taken her off if she didn't. I didn't know that, and I think that adds a lot more complexity to the whole situation, and it makes it a lot more interesting, in my opinion. But I also think An's kind of
my ranking for 2 hours of watching Matt play.
Yeah, I think she's also kind of funny. She's kind of stupid.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
No, and then Makoto's at 1. I don't know, she's me. I established this the other day. She's just me. But I think she's pretty funny, and like she's kind of like her and Yusuke are unintentionally funny, where they don't cracking jokes, but just their presence. Like we were in Hawaii, and Yusuke doesn't go to the same school. He just showed up. He was just there.
Yeah, you just get it.
So that was kind of cool. But like, yeah, so I like Makoto, and I also think she's like one of the strongest in battle. She's got some pretty broken moves, and I like the motorcycle's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's my ranking. Andrew said he had a ranking. He's just shitting me.
My ranking is, I mean, I do, I guess. Fuck Morgana. He's annoying, and he like betrayed them, but like only for like 20 minutes. Then just is like the hacker girl.
Spoiler. Take your pick.
Well, he's seen the first one.
Oh,
I've seen both of them. Nami and Usopp. And I know Sanji portrays him in Whole Cake.
I forgot.
That's both of them. No,
yeah,
that's it. That's both of them. Only those two. There's not a third one.
I mean, I guess Robin, technically.
Nope.
That's
no, what you talking about?
It. That is all.
Okay,
two of them, Morgana, just Nami and Usopp. That's it.
I know Sanji portrays him in Whole Cake.
What's a Whole Cake?
I only know half.
I don't know, man. But yeah, Morgana. Fuck Morgana.
Where'd you put the rest
of
it?
Futaba, is that her name? The hacker girl.
Yeah.
Because she's nothing. Then is the guy who just showed up in Hawaii.
Yusuke?
He's cool. Yeah. And then there's Makoto. She seemed all right, and I like the bike. Then is An. She was cool. I think her and Ryuji were the two I saw the most, and then it's Ryuji because like he's hilarious and I love him. He's great.
It's a good group of fellas.
Speaking of great, the segment we've got planned is great.
It's fantastic.
Hell yeah!
Perfect segue.
All right. Thanks for the great segue by Jacob. I'm gonna sit up in my chair now because of that.
I will explain our Seggy Weggy to you.
Please do. I love Seggy Wuggies.
Yost reference.
I got the Giggle Pickle Tickle over here. That's a slang for ChatGPT.
As people know.
As people
obviously use this all the time. I loved it when Deku said that one time.
It was crazy.
We've got a list of shonen MCs, all the ones that actually have powers. So, sorry, Lloyd, you don't get to be a part of this list because all you have is gun and being really funny, and also having a daughter.
But not your real daughter.
Nope.
It's
and a dog, apparently.
Classic Bond.
The dog has powers. Can we sub in the dog for Lloyd? We sub in Bond for Lloyd?
Wait, because I totally forgot the dog had powers.
I didn't know. I didn't know the dog had powers. I haven't gotten there yet.
I spoiled it, but it doesn't matter. It's super obvious from the beginning. He can tell the future.
So we got it to switch all of the power sets of the heroes randomly, and so we're gonna see who would be the most broken with that power in their own universe.
Sounds like a
plan. Are we ready to rock and rumble?
Oh, we're
Let's get the show on the road.
So the first one is Deku. Deku with Kafka Hibinu's Kaiju transformation.
Honestly.
He cooks.
Honestly.
This is a broken power no matter what.
Here's the thing. I think Deku cooks with basically any power. Because Deku's
he can use it well.
He's a nice guy.
The thing is, though, can he, like...
fix it?
Well, so, if, like, in the... I hope so.
Yes, he can.
So Kafka, I mean, he's seriously strong, but he's also very durable in the suit. Does that affect Shigaraki's thing at all? Like, can Shigaraki still just touch him and he just decays?
It would still be the same.
So
that's how the book works.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Deku washes everyone until Shigaraki gets busted, I think. Because then it's gonna kind of play out the same.
His core. He could.
How fast is? Yeah, Kafka's got. First of all, Kafka's got his core, so I think if he can like scrunkle away from Shigaraki fast enough, then that could work. And also, I think Kafka's pretty fast.
Deku is too.
Deku is too, but I think Kafka's pretty fast, and I bet Deku could.
Keep in mind, Kafka is like 30 years old, and Deku is like prime teenager age.
That's true.
So he'd probably be stronger than Kafka.
He'd probably be more seriously strong.
Even seriously
stronger.
Even stronger, seriously.
Seriously? You're serious.
I think he cooks. I don't think there's
no. I fully agree.
Beat All Might.
I agree.
I think he could beat Prime All Might, frankly.
Yeah, All Might probably can't touch him.
Fair enough.
This next one, I don't even know how to like.
There's a couple. I want to say something. There's a couple that I'm like, okay, this person would do very, very well with with any other power, and this person would do absolutely abysmal with some power. And we'll get to those. It's Subaru and Aaron.
Naruto with Edward's alchemy.
I can't contribute on this because I don't know anything.
I can contribute up to like the thing.
Too stupid to like. All right, well, let's just talk about him fighting.
Well, like I understand that. I probably like because Ed knows all the science behind everything he does. Naruto wouldn't.
That's the whole point. Is that he?
That's why Ed can do it.
I think he'd be horrible.
Naruto couldn't. Yeah.
I think it's just generally that he gets washed.
Give me.
Is Naruto still stupid in Shippuden? Or is he like better?
He isn't smart, but he isn't dumb.
Like, could he learn, do you think?
So is he like... Well, I mean, I guess...
It's that he is very battle efficient. He learns... The way he learns how to do something, he has to learn a whole new move because he's using more Ninetales chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he does it is because he's like... The guy's like, oh, well, this is how you do it. He's like, oh, well, I know this thing. And this thing feels very similar to that. He learns by feeling something, and once he knows like the feeling of something, that he can replicate it anytime he wants.
He's got a great battle IQ.
So he's really street smart and not very book smart.
Yeah. It's basically like once he learns how to do something and gets a feel for it, he can always do it.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of like Luffy, but less dumb. Like Luffy's kind of stupid. Like, Naruto's not stupid. I would say like he's not smart.
Luffy's kinda stupid.
I think like
He's seriously
Seriously
well,
stupid.
I think by like now he's not as bad as he used to be.
Yeah, he's really not.
He's pretty
Well,
good
I am
now.
seriously stupid.
Naruto's like kind of airheaded is the only thing.
Yeah.
He's not dumb, he's an airhead.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I think he would be worse than he is now. I don't know how much. I can't contribute much.
He would be worse than he is now.
He is now. What's that reaction? What's that reaction?
ChatGPT gives us like a description of like, oh, what would they do? Matt, you know that Naruto doesn't have parents. That's not like a spoiler. Right?
No, yeah, I knew that.
Oh my god!
Would he try and bring his parents back like Ed did?
Yeah.
He would not. He would lose his entire body. Like he would be dead.
So Naruto dies.
He would
So
not do that.
Naruto.
He would. No, he wouldn't. He Naruto would accept that his parents are dead. He's the kind of guy who would do
Also,
that.
because I think you need to like have something to do that with. and
You
he
need
would
the
not
stone
have the-
to do that.
Yeah, and that
With
wouldn't
love.
exist in that universe.
Yeah. No, but like I don't even think he would do that.
Attempt it and then lose his body.
I don't think he would do it anyway. Like I think he would just be like, yeah, they're dead. He wouldn't try to mess with that.
Okay, so from what I understand about Naruto and the whole thing, I think he would be worse than he is in regular, but I don't think he would be like the most useless person out there.
No,
Once
he
if
wouldn't
he
be
got a hang
entirely
of it, he
useless.
would be good.
It would
Okay.
be exactly like he was using Earth style jutsus, because that's probably all he would do is just Earth style.
Yeah.
Mud ball. Because that's what that does. Is it just you inject chakra into the ground and it pushes the ground up? That's all he would be doing.
I
It's
think
just-
he would.
It'd be exactly like he has Earth style.
He would kind of be just like he is, because I'm assuming in the time skip he gets like smarter and be able to use everything better. It seems like he would basically follow the same path, but just be weaker.
I have another
The
question.
time skip does basically nothing because the whole thing with the time skip is that Jiraiya trains him to like use the Nine Tails chakra better,
Yeah.
and like what happens is he basically doesn't learn how to use it better. It almost kills Jiraiya because of how strong Naruto is.
That would be a shame.
I have a question.
Jiraiya just has this huge like hole in his chest whenever he comes back.
It would suck if he
this
killed
huge-
Jiraiya.
Like,
Yeah.
I have a question. Around what time does Naruto, like, what time frame does Naruto take place? Like, is it all the way back in like
He's
Like
like feudal Japan.
Yeah, well, it's not
the
exactly
200s or?
No, because it's like how One Piece. You know how One Piece is like it's the pirate era, but it's also kind of the future as well.
One Piece is
It's
weird
like that.
because Egghead like kind of destroys any credibility.
It's like that without the egghead. Boruto's the egghead of
Yeah.
Naruto.
So here's the thing. I think Naruto would be much worse. I think like Naruto doesn't have like metal laying around and stuff.
They have swords.
Yeah, he does.
They have
They
kunais
have
and
kunai.
stuff. They have
I mean,
all the
they-
weapons are made of metal.
Well, yeah, but Ed can just like building alchemy.
Okay, well there's like metal
Now I have
structures. It's
He's got like unlimited kunai in his pouch. It just never ends.
he
I
like
guess so. Then.
plus
Like I said, I'm just
Little-
I'm pulling at
little
strings
question
here,
for you.
okay?
could his shadow clones use the alchemy?
He wouldn't have.
Oh,
shadow
that's right.
clones, he
I'm
wouldn't have
stupid. Because that's right. He can't use chakra.
But yes, technically they would.
Because that would be
He
kind of
wouldn't be able to.
that would
do
be kind of crazy.
Next person.
He could probably make shadow clones out of alchemy.
Yeah.
If he like could figure out how to do it.
All right, next person.
Tanjiro with Sung Jin Woo's powers, like leveling up powers.
Tanjiro fucking cooks with that.
Yeah, especially once if he has like necromancy stuff.
Oh yeah, Tanjiro could like easily defeat Mita. He would have Rengoku. Rengoku wouldn't be dead.
Mhm.
Rengoku wouldn't have died. Well, first of all, Rengoku wouldn't have died because Tanjiro would have beat Akaza. Second of all, Rengoku, even if Rengoku somehow died to Akaza, Tanjiro could just arise, and then Rengoku would come back
Yeah, well, as a shadow dude, but
as a shadow person. But you know,
He's still back.
same thing.
yeah,
He's still
think,
back
I think
technically.
Tanjiro would be so much better than he is with that because he can just like
absolutely.
level up so easily.
Yeah, and he has access to like a bunch of different weapons, and
Mhm.
sure they may like they can't. I mean, I guess
But
technically
he would probably still
nothing
just
can-
use the sword though, right?
technically nothing can like damage demons besides Nichiren swords, so he'd
So
probably
he
still
could
have
use a
to use-
Nichiren sword.
Yeah, but
He
like
just he just couldn't use any breathing techniques. So that's the
especially
power set.
especially like here's the other thing. He, what's his face? Sun Jin Woo has like full heal, and he can probably use that on other people too. So like if he's
That means like they cleared the entertainment district. Like it's just not even funny.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Never
Tanjiro
understood
like
his ability
destroys
to move his
everything.
organs around.
Yeah, he doesn't
Tanjiro
even need
destroyed
to.
everything. The only thing I can see as a downside here is, he doesn't have his smell anymore. Or well, technically he
That's
still
not.
does.
I wouldn't say
because
that's
he's
his
got a
power
No,
set.
that's
That's
not
just
his
power.
him.
Okay, never
He
mind.
can't
Yeah,
use
yeah,
breathing
yeah.
techniques. That's what it is.
He just can't use breathing.
I just realized the next guy it's a character that you guys don't know, and it's a power set that I don't know.
It's Jazir with someone.
No,
zero.
it's Asta with Shinra's fire.
Oh.
We can explain it. Okay,
So I'll
are we done with?
explain Asta, and you can explain the
Are we-
fire.
Are we done with? No, we can just explain the fire and you can decide. Are we done with what's his face?
It's just.
he'd cook.
It's just fire.
He just obliterates everything.
It's
He
just
just
fire.
obliterates everything. Everybody survives. Every stuff like that. Shinra basically just has fire. He can shoot fire out of his feet and move really fast. That's what it
Cause
is.
he could
That's
just
all.
he just like pushes. He flies because he get propelled.
So we're assuming that minus the fact that they don't have their power set, everything else happens the exact same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so Asta's whole thing is that because he doesn't have magic, he gets seriously strong. Like
Now.
he works out really hard,
Mhm.
and he's just like really built. Like he has like a huge six.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's jacked by the end.
He is jacked. And so I think that plus like fire would.
Pretty good.
Like it basically be like he had magic in that world, just without a grimoire, which would make him stronger than most people.
So okay, that's good. So
Mhm.
Asta probably also cooks.
Yeah, Asta. The thing is, whenever Asta goes to the exam to become like a knight, he'd probably end up being in the Golden Dawn, which is like the best squad. He gets the Black Bulls, which is the worst one, and then he'd be in the same one as Yuno, who's like his rival or whatever.
Mm.
And then he might even honestly get the spirit, the fire spirit, because that's not a thing of like the power set. The fire spirit just picks somebody, and it's like you're with me now,
Classic.
and lets him use like fire spirit magic. So I assume that he might befriend the dragon spirit thing.
I guess so, man. All right.
But if not, then he'd still be seriously strong. So yeah, he'd
Yeah.
cook completely.
Cool. Who's next?
Next is Ed with cursed energy.
Here's the thing.
Actually, hang on a second.
Well,
now hang on a second.
I understand that it could be strong. However, we're in a weird spot where any goal that Ed has is not possible without his alchemy.
Well, that's what Buster's for. Al.
I guess that's true. So are we assuming that Al just does what Ed would do with the alchemy?
Then Ed
Classic
just kinda
alchemy.
struggled.
Alchemy, yeah.
Alchemy.
Because like Ed can't.
Alchemy Elric.
I think Ed does worse.
Yeah,
I'll be
that one
honest.
makes it to where literally nothing else would work in
We'll
that show
we'll
because
suspend the disbelief and say Al moves the story along when it comes to alchemy.
Wait
necessary
a second.
things.
No.
Yeah,
No.
'cause they wouldn't-
No. Al's dead.
yeah, Al would have
Oh, on
died
God.
that
Because
day.
Ed can't
Well,
draw
no,
the
Ed-
circle on the.
Ed never drew the circle anyway.
Exactly.
So Al's fine.
Yeah,
so
but Al-
nothing
Al's
happened.
fine. Nothing
So
happened. Nothing happened. Nothing at
happened.
all.
How many months?
How many months?
20 months?
So literally nothing happens. He just lives. He just has a happy life.
Literally nothing happens. His mom's just dead. That's it. And
Well,
Hohenheim's gone.
that's to say that Al wouldn't try and do it and then get railed.
But Ed
then
made him.
also The entire world. Then also the entire world would just die because what's his face would succeed.
I guess you're right.
So
I guess
nothing.
they're cooked. I think that's what it is. They're cooked.
Either everyone
Either
dies,
cooked or nothing
either
happens.
nothing. I like nothing happens better. They just kind of hang out. Like their mom's dead, but they're orphans.
Nothing
basically.
happens. Nothing happens until like years later when
I
what's
guess.
his face grunkles the gungle. Okay.
Yeah, he
next
tends
up.
to scrungle that grungly. Luffy with Chainsaw Man.
I actually think
I think
Luffy's fucked.
yeah, Luffy is very
So
very.
instead of eating the that means he wouldn't have hockey because that is part of the power.
Because
set. He wouldn't have
whoever gets One Piece gets hockey and Luffy's fruit.
I
exactly.
think. Okay, who could he beat here? Who did he fight in the
Well,
So
first?
let's
he
go
could-
in the order of
First
like,
of all, let's say this
he
now.
wouldn't have been able to beat Buggy. He
Yeah.
couldn't have beat Buggy. Buggy
Yeah, he
washes
couldn't
him.
beat Buster.
I mean, for sure he doesn't make it to the New World. He would die in Marineford. He would die in Sabaody. He would.
He'd die in Skypiea.
Yeah, no, he literally would. Like, How does
He would die again. Even if he did make it, he would die against Kaido and not be able to come back because there would be no drums of liberation.
How does he beat Buggy?
He doesn't.
Doesn't he like actually can't?
They just leave.
Yeah, the whole thing is that
here's the thing. I think he can beat. I think he can beat Kuro. I think he can beat Don Krieg. I think he can even beat Arlong. I don't think he can beat Busty though.
Yeah, what's a fish to a chainsaw?
Well, like Luffy could punch Buggy. I think
but it wouldn't be that strong.
I think he could beat Buggy.
You underestimating Buggy's actual strength here. It's just that Luffy is crazy strong.
Yeah, he's seriously strong. But I think Luffy still beats Buggy. I think he loses in Baratie, though.
He does. I mean,
against Pearl and Don Krieg.
Yeah.
Against Don Krieg. Why would he lose against Don Krieg?
Well, Pearl's like.
I mean, I guess
I don't think he can. I forgot about Pearl.
Pearl is seriously pearly.
But like, can he? Like, how strong? These chainsaws cut through Pearl.
I forgot about that guy.
Plus, if Luffy's like fucking.
Sanji fought him.
Did he? I don't remember. I watched this in January. Like, I don't.
Sanji did fight him. I didn't even remember he was a character. I think Sanji did fight him though.
He doesn't make it far. He doesn't make it out of the East Blue. That's kind of the point here.
Yeah. If he somehow miraculously does, he dies in Sky Peak.
And also like the whole thing is like Kaido said it. The devil fruit doesn't make someone strong. It's hockey.
Oh yeah, he couldn't beat Crocodile.
He couldn't beat. Well, he didn't have hockey when he beat Crocodile anyway.
Oh, fair point.
Which is kind of Croc's kind of weak because he lost to Luffy like that. But it's fine.
He also couldn't beat Katakuri even if he wanted to.
Oh, he gets he gets smoked by Katakuri. He gets smoked by Doflamingo. He can't go Gear because Gear 4 is just hockey basically. It's like
that it is yes.
All right. So he's cooked. All right, let's move on.
He is. Subaru with Aaron's Titan.
Subaru kind of wins.
I think Subaru just cooks.
Yeah, Well, no, because what would happen is, let's say everything plays out as usual, because he doesn't know he has returned by death, or he doesn't know he has a Titan, so everything just scrunks, because he doesn't get hurt in the alley. So they go to the house, right? Amelia dies.
That's true.
And then he gets cut, but when he gets cut, he transforms.
She didn't go in. It's just Subaru who goes in the first time.
No, she goes in. No, right? Because he sees her dead body in there.
Yeah, he sees her dead.
He sees her dead body.
No, because he arrives late. Because Amelia is already
he came late. She's dead when he gets there.
He came late. Amelia's already in there and dead.
Yeah.
Amelia's already in the house and dead. And then he walks in.
Because he goes in there, he looks around, he gets cooked, he falls on the floor, and he sees Amelia laying on the floor.
Exactly. So
Amelia
beats
dies.
Elza, but then he's just kind of scrunkling around.
He's lost at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, probably Reinhardt wouldn't like him very much because of the fact that he's a Titan.
Yeah.
Well, he would have never met Reinhardt.
Also, his power. The thing is, the Attack Titan's power is vaguely similar to Subaru's power of just being able to see the lives of the past wielders, or getting to see like his past life. I mean, that sort of whole thing.
But yeah, so it's weird. It's a weird scenario. Amelia dies, but he lives.
He also had. Don't forget, he has the ability to rewrite memories and control Titans.
But he's the only.
Those that are there.
I guess true, but he's the only. He's the only person who's had it, though, right? At this point, essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe his dad had it. Get up, Dad.
Get up, Dad. On your feet, Dad.
Also, he only has 13 years to live anyway, so he's really screwed.
Yeah, he's just hanging out for 13 years.
He's just hanging out for 13 years, and then he unexpectedly died. All right, next up.
Next is Shinra with Okarune's alien powers.
Honestly, I mean, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're pretty similar.
Because they're both really fast.
Shinra can move fast.
Shinra can move at the speed of light.
Here's the thing. I think Okarune moves faster without what's his face, the Skrunkle Gungler, but which I can't remember his name. The Evangelist. Without the Evangelist, I think Okarune moves faster than Shinra, but obviously with the Evangelist, Shinra can move at the speed of light.
Yeah, but Shinra can't move at the speed. The link won't work if he doesn't have fire.
Exactly. So Shinra's just
he loses, but like it's not because he's weak. It's just because Sho is seriously strong.
It's also like Shinra wouldn't be an Adola link, so also they wouldn't have like the White Clan wouldn't have to keep him alive, so they would just kill him.
I mean, I don't think he dies to anyone except for Show.
No, I don't think. I think he dies to the black dude too.
But he doesn't fight him until season 2. Like, he would die to what's his face first.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I think he would die to Show at first too. Anyway, yeah, you're right.
Because he's the strongest,
You're
I
right.
think.
Show or Shinra
Show.
of the
White Clan.
Adola bursts
Of
or
the White Clan.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I would agree.
Like, Black Guy's number 2, but like I think Show Kirk's him first.
Actually, no, I think Electric Girl's number 2, but I think Okarun can beat Electric Girl.
I think so too.
Sorry, babe.
Just not good guy, yo.
You just called me
Alright,
babe.
next up.
You just call me babe.
Next is Denji with Return by Death.
Kind of the same thing he has. Well,
Yeah.
but also he
was-
gets like he's just gonna keep dying.
Yeah, no, he's washed.
He can't win a fight. Like, he can't really die right now, but he can't win a fight. So
He also has Subaru's terrible shadow magic.
that's true. He
Like
gets cooked.
Shadow bust.
He's gonna get stuck in an infinite cycle in the somewhere. He's fucked.
Well, Denji, yeah, he's fucked. All right, let's continue.
Next is Kafka with Gum Gum and Hockey.
Oh wait, okay. So are we saying that he has like what
Yeah.
level are we
point
saying?
Is this East Blue Luffy for season 1?
Well, if it's anything pre-time skip, Kafka's dead. Because then he doesn't have
But
hockey.
then
It has to be
he would-
post-time
He would
skip.
liberate the drums.
He would.
If he got.
Well, it has to be post-time skip because he has hockey. I say we say Gear 4. I say we say Bounce Man, so not Snake Man or Tank Man. Boom.
Bounce Man.
Bounce Man. Yes, we'll say Bounce Man. I think he's fine.
And honestly,
Yeah.
here's the other thing.
With the power suit? With the power suit.
Because
If
he
doesn't
also
get the
he
power
keeps
suit-
his composure during the fight with what's his face. Like, I think he can defend with the hockey, but he doesn't go
No.
crazy.
He doesn't even fight the guy. Because
Yeah, he's
That's
not
right.
a
That's
kaiju.
true.
kaiju.
Yeah.
He's not a kaiju, so they would just recruit him anyway to help.
And he'd
He's-
probably
Since he's
become
not-
pretty cool and become like.
He's just
fight by
seriously
Mina's
strong.
side.
He's just seriously strong. He's not even a kaiju. He's just seriously strong.
He just can't swim.
Yeah, instead of like
That's
the
it.
kaiju flying into
Yeah,
his
that's
mouth,
the only thing.
like the like kaiju bug thing, it's just the gum gum fruit just goes.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, are you okay?
Here's what he do.
I'm a little stretchy.
He just goes Gear 3.
I'm seriously
Oh,
stretchy
I'm
now.
seriously stretchy now.
He just
Exactly.
he just
I
goes
love how we both had the same idea at the same time. That's so
he just goes Gear 4, Kong guns to the core, and then they're dead. Perfect.
Perfect.
So Kafka cooks.
Kafka cook.
Kafka cooks.
Next
Whatever
is
you're saying.
Sung Jin Woo with Tanjiro's breathing technique.
Oh wow, they
He's dead.
switched.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He doesn't even survive the first thing.
He's so
like,
dead.
He's like he genuinely. He's not. He can't be reincarnated
Because he can't be a player.
because he can't be a player.
But
So he's
who's
dead.
to say that? Who's to
He
say
dies.
that he would even go on that mission? What rank hunter would he be if he had Tanjiro's like full sun breathing stuff?
Well,
What do you
if
think?
he. Well, okay. Here's the thing.
I know
If
we're saying the
he's-
same thing. This is hypothetical, of course.
Yeah, if he's like just if he's the same Sun Jin Woo he was in the first episode, and he just automatically gets Tanjiro's powers, and he has like he's not gonna have any experience with it. So we saying he like trained up these powers and is now decent with them since he
I would
got
say
it.
he's always had them, and at the
'Cause-
point when we meet him in the show, he's had them since.
So can
before
he
that.
can he do all 13 forms
Okay, how about
of
this?
sun breathing?
How about this?
I would
When
think so.
he is like goes through the whole like can you be a hunter or not thing, that's when he gets the powers. Or that's when he discovers them. So I think that was 2 years before the show happened. So
Also,
he's
I mean, like, we have to suspend a little bit of stuff because technically he would have no power at all, which means he couldn't be a hunter. It would recognize him
right.
not having any power at all. However, we can say
just
that
say
because
he
has
does for the
Tanjiro's
sake
power,
of
Yeah,
it.
we can say that because he's so good with
Just to move the
sword
story
skills.
along, just say that he
Yeah.
can.
We'll say that
Well-
the thing recognizes that he has the breathing techniques, and they're like, okay, sure.
They're
we'll
like,
say
yeah,
that.
he's
So
seriously
he has-
strong now. We have to do it.
So he's not
According
an
to what he would have all of the water breathing, all of the sun breathing, and that one time he uses thunder breathing.
So I think he would be like a B rank hunter at that point.
That's what I was going to say. It's probably B rank.
Yeah, I was gonna.
So he wouldn't even
third
go
that
on the
notion.
first mission. So his friend, the captain, and all of his little buddies all die, and he's like, no.
Well, he might still go on the mission because they were seriously strong. Some of them.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say that.
Yeah, they
But if
they
he
were all like
does,
C
there's no
rank.
fucking shot. If he does, there's no fucking shot he's making it dead alive. He's dead.
Unless he thunder breathings
that-
out the door.
He could actually, hypothetically, he
Thunder
could.
breathing.
I
Well,
don't
here's
know.
the-
Maybe he can
here's-
cut the god statue in half.
Here's the scrunk here. I'm gonna input some of my Demon Slayer knowledge here because I'm assuming so.
Okay.
So Tanjiro, so he does in the final fight. He uses all the forms of Sun Breathe and unlocks the special final form, which I'm assuming Jacob said that you guys are saying that he has all 13 forms, which means he has the special form too. You have to do all of those in rapid succession, and then you get the last one. And if he doesn't kill all of them when he defeats the last one, he's fucked. Like, he is so exhausted that he can't move at that point. So I don't know how's that going to affect anything. Like, if he kills everyone in that time, then he's fine. He's basically on the clock, is the point.
He's fucked
Yeah.
anyway. Like, even with all that, unless he can somehow, unless cutting God statue in half kills God, I don't think. I think he's just gonna get railed. All right, glad we got that established. Next up.
All right. Next is Aaron with Asta's anti-magic sword, which basically all that means that he has is he just has this huge, like,
He has a big-ass sword.
enormous sword in a book that he can pull it out from at any point.
The swords can fly,
He has
right?
actually he has four
The,
swords.
one of the swords can
One
fly,
of them
right?
can. One of them can.
So he could just send the sword flying up to the Titan and cut it.
Also, he has, well, no, that's not really how it works, but he also has a sword that can, like, purify, like, evil magic if he touches them with it. So it
would we
might
say?
it might be able to purify a Titan.
Well, but
That's a tough
I
call.
don't
That's
know
like
about
genetics. That's
It's a
like
stretch.
I don't
It's a
think
stretch.
so.
It's a
Yeah,
stretch.
because that's like
there's
that's
no
genetics.
there's no
Like, they got
magic in that show.
blood injected into them. I don't think so.
Okay, sure.
I think he would cook until he fights Reiner and Bertold, and then he's kind of fucked. I think.
Well, I mean,
I think.
it's like
I think-
the swords aren't sharp. I should tell you that the swords aren't sharp.
Oh,
That's a problem.
Yeah,
So
that's the one thing. The
So he's
swords are not
fucked.
sharp.
So
he's fucked.
they can't. So they just don't.
They're
cut.
only sharp to magic.
So he's fucked.
No, there's several times where he'll hold the sword like this, and he'll just hold it in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
Like, he beats a tree with it, and, like, the tree just, like.
Mm-hmm.
so.
But he does have his demon form.
How does that scrunkle the gungle? Please.
He holds the sword like this, and the anti-magic flows through him. And also, what's funny is because we're in a universe where there's no magic, he's one of the people who could use the anti-magic. Because if you hold it and you have magic, it drains all your magic
But he doesn't have it.
and kills you. So because he doesn't have it, he could use the anti-magic. So then he gets like this horn, and, like, his eye glows red, and he gets a demon wing, and he can, like, fly kind of. And he becomes, like, basically faster than Okarun, and probably, like, 75% Cowling Deku strength.
Okay. Well, now, yeah. Okay. Once again, I think he cooks until he gets to. Actually, he might be.
I think he loses. I
If we do
think he loses to Annie.
pre-time skip Asta, it's half demon. If we do post-time skip
Okay.
Asta, it's full demon.
I think he still loses to Annie because he really can't do anything to her.
Okay, so are we doing pre-time skip or post-time skip? Because that's the question.
I don't think it matters.
No, I think if he can if he
Pre-time
can
skip, he can use it once for about 5 minutes, and then he's like cooked. Post-time skip, he can use it for longer.
How strong is this demon? Like punch? Like
Yeah,
does
how
he do
strong-
punch?
Yeah, how can he?
So he still has the sword. Demons are like the strongest things in the verse. Like it goes humans, then elves, and then demons are like here.
Okay.
Demon, like they fight a demon once, and the only reason that they can beat him is because Asta also has a demon inside of the anti-magic stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just
That's
think
difficult.
I think Annie's defense just kills him. Like not
Annie's defense
physically,
doesn't
but
kill
like
him.
it just stops all chances
If,
of him winning.
however, if he doesn't, if he can somehow beat Annie, I think he can beat Reiner and Bertold.
I don't
Well, the
think
Colossal
so.
Titan isn't that strong, in my
No.
opinion. It's
No,
just
I-
big.
And if Asta is faster than Okaroon, he could easily outspeed the Colossal too.
Okay, well, like
Like, he could-
anyone can outspeed the Colossal.
Well, yeah, but the Colossal has the smoke thing. Like Asta could slice his neck before he
Asta
even has the chance
can't
to
cut.
like smoke. That's right. Fuck.
I mean,
Punch his
it
neck.
can cut.
But it would take a while. Like
It's
it's
like-
not a clean
it's the-
shot.
It's the thing of like if he's in his demon form, it can kind of cut through things because he's moving so fast. You know, the force times mass.
Yeah,
Or force times acceleration.
Physics.
Or force equals acceleration times mass.
But it's
So his sword's huge and he's going insanely quick. So it just has so much force that it would cut.
but especially something like the Colossal, like with even more mass, it's gonna have.
Oh,
Very
also,
little effect. Okay,
the
I
sword
understand
is
what you're
very
saying.
heavy.
We
The
can
sword is
he'll do
very heavy.
we can say he'll do good, and there's a couple of different places where he might lose and he might win. So
It depends on how much
That's
plot
fine.
armor he has. That's kind of where we're
Yeah,
at right now.
At the beginning, Asta can barely lift the sword, so he has to train with it for like a long time
Well,
before he can actually like use it.
So are we, okay, but we'll say that like he gets the sword when he's transported to Trost. So once the wall falls, once Aaron gets moved, let's say he finds the grimoire then, and then he learns. So in the time when they're in the academy, he learns how to use it.
mhm.
So
Got
he's
it.
somewhat skilled by the
So
time.
he's somewhat skilled, but it's like, it's scrunkled.
He's not seriously skilled.
He's not.
He's somewhat.
He's not seriously skilled, but he's
He
he's
probably
decently
would lose because the whole point of the anti-magic sword is that it's great against people who can use magic.
And none of them
Because
can.
it's
No one
the whole
can.
thing.
I think all the Titans' defense just kill him.
skilled. All right, that's fine.
Depends.
Move
You
on.
could probably beat the little scrunklers.
The little scrunklers, yeah.
Yuji with
Not the-
one for all. Hold on.
Fuck, I don't know.
Yuji by himself was extremely athletic. He jumped a 10-story building, or into a 10
Here's the
like
thing,
3-story
though.
building.
Is part of that genetics?
Yeah,
Okay. So is he still?
he didn't have a power at that point. He didn't
That's
have
true.
curse
He didn't
energy.
even have
That's
first
true.
energy at that
He's
point.
he's still the fella's
Super.
nephew.
Yeah.
Busty's nephew.
Does Andrew know that? Could I say the name or no?
I don't know.
Who's his uncle?
You know who his uncle is?
No, and I don't care.
Should we drop it?
Like the ball in the New York Times Square during New Year's Eve. Drop it, man.
Hell yeah.
Sukuna.
Drop it like a thought.
Yeah, Sukuna's his
Sukuna's
uncle.
his uncle. Which is
Mm.
Sukuna's being his uncle
Monkey Suk
and Kenjaku being his mom are the
is one of the worst.
well.
plot
It's
points
crazy.
I've ever heard,
It's
man.
crazy, but it also explains why he's seriously strong just randomly.
Abnormally strong, yeah.
But one for all. So what are we saying? Like all
Full cowling one for all.
full calling, all quirks.
Not all quirks. Full cowling though.
Okay. Then he's just kind of his same. He's just him, but stronger.
He's seriously stronger.
But like,
He's seriously stronger now.
I don't know how, cause like, I don't know how it would match up against cursed energy. Like, cause cursed energy kind of just counteracts itself. If you get what I'm saying, like it's very specific in matchups and stuff like that. Like all of the domain shit in like it's just not gonna make any sense. Not like
Here's the
he
other
doesn't,
thing.
but
I think he loses to Mahito.
Yeah, no, he would because the whole reason he wins against Mahito is because he got Sukuna inside of him.
well, he still has Sukuna
Hold
inside
on,
of him.
hold on.
He
hold
still
on.
has.
He still
He still has Sukuna.
He still has Sukuna inside of him. He just can't use cursed energy.
No.
And also, by the way, he also
Oh,
has to.
I'm stupid. I thought you meant Sukuna's genetics. No, he didn't eat the finger.
Hear me out here. Technically, because he's got the predecessors of One for All, he's got multiple souls inside of his body.
So it is like Sukuna.
Whenever he touched his soul, he would see all the predecessors of One for All. They probably beat Mahito.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Also, he has to wear glasses because he can't see cursed spirits.
Grunk.
Which is kind of funny.
Is that part of the power set? Are we saying that? That doesn't matter.
Being able to see cursed spirits? Yeah, because he could beforehand. He could see it beforehand.
He could. Like, it wasn't
could?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right.
Look, the guy who wrote this was not very thorough in what he said was and wasn't like a thing in the
Gege had the most open-ended ending ever. He's kind of a bum, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Horikoshi cooked. We didn't talk about, like, the extended chapter. Andrew and I did a little bit. I'm assuming Jacob saw some stuff about it.
The extended chapter?
Or like they added an extra chapter in the volume, the physical release of the volume, where it's like a full epilogue. It's like 8-year time skip, and it's just like actual stuff.
What happens in the?
We did, and we talked about this.
You and I talked about it in the car yesterday. How Deku and Ochako are canon.
Oh, we're talking about My Hero.
Yeah, you're talking about My Hero. I mean, yeah, we were talking about that. I thought you were still talking about JJK. I was like, what?
That's why I said the My Hero author. I said Horikoshi.
Okay, well, I don't fucking know.
I didn't hear that. You cut out.
Oh, yeah. Flip you, man.
Hey, what were we saying?
No, fuck you guys.
What did we do to you?
Let's keep this going.
All right, what are we saying? Is he losing?
Well, if he beats Mahito because of the souls, it's fine. In fact, he's got more souls now, so it'd be easier.
With gear shift, it'd be crazy.
Well, you said we don't have all the quirks though, right?
They would.
The Shibuya incident doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
The Shibuya incident. Kasuka's not there. Gojo still gets sealed, but they don't. No one dies. Well, I mean, none of the.
Would Shibuya happen in the first place? Because if Yuji beats Mahito just immediately, here's the thing. Yeah, no. So Shibuya doesn't happen in the first place because Yuji breaks into Mahito's domain when Mahito captures Nanami, and then Mahito meets Sukuna. And I think all of the little scrunklers inside Yuji would just immediately turn on Mahito.
You think they would just kill him there?
I think they might just kill him right then and there.
Hold on, what? What was it?
Nothing.
Perfect.
Nothing at all.
It doesn't matter. It's like I think he cooks. I think he wins to an extent. I don't know how it ends.
Really a coin toss here.
Yeah, it's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
It's really down in the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Heads and tails shut. Right.
All right. Yeah. Next is Okarun with Naruto's 9 Tails chakra.
No.
So, how far into Naruto do we want to go? Is the question.
I think Okarun's cooked.
You've seen that move that he did.
I did. I think he's cooked.
How much time are we at? Because
we're at an hour 13.
Yikes!
All right, we need to wrap her up a little bit.
We need to wrap her up.
Safe sex.
I think Okarun doesn't get cooked because of all the stuff that I know that Naruto can do.
I guess that's true.
He's seriously strong. He's crazy.
I bet he is seriously strong.
Seriously strong.
Naruto fought God multiple times and won.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. I'm going off like what I know of Ruto right now.
Oh yeah, Ruto right now gets cooked. Actually, Ruto right now would get railed, turn into the 9 Tails, and then wreck everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But he would not be human anymore. He would just turn into the 9 Tails.
Yeah.
Forever. So the Runestow's Rutoing to a high effectiveness, then he's got it. But if he's like early Ruto, then he sucks.
Perfect.
I got Wego stuck in my head.
Classic Wego.
All right, let's continue. Let's get.
All right. Well, that's been this episode of the cast. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on Pillsbury's Radiator Springs toy review video.
Let us know your thoughts on the ranking.
How racist you think he is.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
And as always, my name's been Gold, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.